Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. The brother Yahshua on back with another lesson. And I'm going to keep this one short as possible. But we're coming up on the hour of temptation where they're going to force these potato chips on everybody. All right. And they're doing it in a gradual fashion. Let's get the definition of gradualism. This is dictionary.com. Gradualism, all right? The principle or policy of achieving some goal by gradual steps rather than by drastic change, all right? And that's what they're doing. They're going to start with these, the papers, please, okay? These, what they call vaccine passports, right? And that's slowly but surely going to turn into what is already on your credit card or your debit card, all right? What they tell you, if you can't slide your card, what do? You insert the C, all right? Philosophy, a theory maintaining that two seemingly conflicting notions are not radically opposed, but are related by others partaking in varying degrees of the character of both. Hey, you're about to take that, you don't know it yet, but this is going to end up with a C in your hand or in your forehead. All right? Biology, a tenet in evolutionary theory maintaining that species evolve slowly and continuously over long periods of geological time. Okay, not so much that one, but hey, they're trying to evolve you into biometrics, into being a cyborg. All right, gradually. All right, so let's watch. Let's get let's get this. This is Revelation 3 and 10. All right. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's when you're forced to take that thing in your hand. All right? What thing? Let's just get it real quick. Okay. Revelation 13. Let's go to 16. All right, and he causeth all. This is what they're gradually trying to get this accomplished, all right? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save that he have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so the hour of temptation is when they force that. Okay, and we're slowly coming upon it gradually. All right, so let's watch first. Let's watch this guy explain it away. Where is it? All right, this is David Pakman, the David Pakman Show, April 17th. Why does anyone think that vaccine passports are controversial? Well, this guy is an insider and he gets paid to explain shit away. So let's watch it.
Hey, David, with all of the talk of vaccine passports, I'm wondering, is a vaccine passport even really a controversial thing? So, no, the answer is no. I mean, listen, the term vaccine passport is now being used, but what we're really talking about is to do certain things, vaccination has been required for a very long time. We're now talking about adding an additional vaccination. But let's break it down. To travel to other countries, there have been vaccination requirements for decades. There are countries in South America and in Africa where you need a yellow fever vaccine to go. You need to show proof of yellow fever vaccination. To go to Saudi Arabia, I don't know if it's at any time or during the Hajj, you need to show proof of a meningococcal vaccine.
So what he's trying to do is say, well, this has been around forever, right? But it hasn't, because they haven't forced the whole world, right, to take the same shot. Right? He's kicking off other, shots, but this is where he's being the devil, because he's trying to make it seem like everything is normal when it's clearly not.
There's a list. Just look at mandatory vaccine travel requirements.
Just look at what? Okay. Yeah, but not for this one. And first of all, this experimental gene therapy is not a vaccine. How about that? All right. So really, you just being the devil. All right. But some of us have done our homework and we know what you're up to here. All right. This is travel requirements. Well, not just to travel. They're starting slow, using gradualism, incrementalism. And then, they're going to be knocking on doors. Have they knocked on doors to get the meningococcal or whatever shit that you're talking about? No, but they're going to knock on your door and won't let you move from one town to the next. Okay? And it's happening gradually.
So there's really no difference in another country saying, imagine France. There's two things France might do. France could say everybody who lives in France must be vaccinated. That would be government forcing a vaccination on people. That's not going to happen.
Not true. Not going to happen today. All right? What they're going to do first is say, you can't do this. You can't do that. You can't go here. You can't go inside this store. Okay? You can't buy food. Right? That's within the country. All right? And then slowly they're going to knock on doors and say, well, have you taken? Because that's going on now. All right?
France could say, to travel here from another country, non-French, anybody who doesn't have a citizenship right to be in France, we require the COVID-19 vaccine. They could do that.
And kick you out. All right? Has that ever happened before?
That wouldn't be new. That wouldn't be controversial. It would only be new as it applies specifically to the coronavirus vaccine.
Oh, there it is. So after all this campaign of you trying to explain this away, all right, this is all over the world. To try the world. What does this say? Slovakia. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay? All right, so there's the difference right there, Mr. Pac-Man. All right. Now let's watch Dabu here. This is Dabu 77, April 18th, which is yesterday. Checkpoints turning away non-essential travelers put up on Ontario borders with Quebec and Manitoba. Okay, so this is Canada, but it's coming to a city near you. All right, so let's watch this.
This is Dabu 7. A big time heads up here for folks that are going to be passing through Ontario, Canada. We have them setting up COVID-19 checkpoints at the border with Quebec and Manitoba.
So it has began. All right, we'll get the scripture. A man shall desire to go into a city. All right. This is Canada. You can't come in this. These are cities within Canada. All right. From one city to the next.
They are stating that they will now be turning away non-essential drivers. So for everyone that thought that this was going to disappear and never come back, it's back. And especially here in this region. And they're setting up the checkpoints in these areas, turning people away, and People are very, very upset about this now. We've witnessed
The papers, please.
police officers in several different districts say that they will not enforce this. So there is a battle here going on within this region as well. Now, I want to make it clear that there was a woman that put out a statement. I don't know her name, but she was part of the government up there saying that the police will also pull over vehicles and ask people why they are out and driving. They will be making sure that the people that are supposed to be going to work are actually essential.
This is right before they show up at your door to make sure that either you've taken this thing or you're going to get locked up in what they're going to call a quarantine camp.
What's going on up there, Canada? It'd be great to have some eyes and ears reporting something from out of there. If you guys know of anyone solid, please let me know. Dabu7@yahoo.com. I will continue to expand on this as I get more information, but just a big time heads up as they roll this out here, you have to ask the question, where's next? Join me for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern on D Live. You'll find link.
All right, so there we have it. Okay, so checkpoints. All right. Oh, this is Second Ezra's 15 and Slovakia 15 and 17. Okay. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? The papers, please. All right. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, so this is the time we're coming into. All right, and nobody's going to stop that. All right, and if you don't, when the hour of temptation comes, then what? What do you got then? It's Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil will cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days, just a number. Be thou faithful until death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so if you haven't taken this thing, when the hour of temptation comes, they can easily say, well, you're going to this quarantine camp. All right? They can knock on your door. All right, why? Because it was prophesied that that's going to happen. All right. So with that, just a wake-up call. Hope the elect were edified, and until next time, shalom.